Yeah, got cut off. Okay, so here we go. Um, I'll just go back a little bit. What do I do now? What if? Think in your minds that you're pressing that button in the right time, and if you succeed, Chris walked towards Vivian and he started to concentrate his attack. A bar appeared, starting to fill itself. Then he fired a little blast of aura from his hand. Thinking he pressed the A button in his mind, and the bar stopped at the right time. 4. The attack could have done 3 if I didn't thought of the A button being pressed in my mind. Basically, if you press the button at the right time, you deal extra damage. He returned to them. Now try it, he said, and a spotlight shone on Ness. Tactics, items, attack. Ness hit the icon of attack. Normal attack, PK Fire, FP3, PK Thunder, FP4, PK Flash, FP7. Ness chose the normal attack, and he walked towards Vivian with his bat ready to land the first blow. Hold the control stick to the left and release it when the star lights up. What the fuck? Okay, I just skipped a million hold on. Okay, hold this control stick to the left and release it when the star lights up. A bar with 3 dots and a big star appeared with the control stick above. Ness thought he was holding it to the left, and when the big star turned on, he hit Vivian, damaging her with 6 of damage, and he returned to his group, but Vivian falls in defeat after that. "Sorry, Beldam," she said, fainting. "Great! Just great!" Beldam said. "I get it," Ness said. Then the spotlight shone on Fox. Same commands as Ness, he chose the attack too. Normal attack, Reflector, FP3, Firefox, FP4. That's my favorite internet browser. Just kidding, I use fucking Chrome, because I'm not a... because I'm a fucking normie pleb. Firefox FP4, Fox Illusion FP6. "I'll choose this one," Fox said, choosing Firefox, and he walked towards Marilyn. Press the A button when the pointer is at the center and don't miss. Another bar appeared with a red mark on the center, and a pointer was going to each end quickly, and Fox thought about pressing the A button at the right time as fire was surrounding his body. But he accidentally failed by stopping the pointer at one end, and burns himself, receiving 3 of damage instead of dealing damage to Marilyn, and he returned to his group with an angry expression. "You okay, Fox?" Falco asked. "No, Falco, I just got burned by my own attack," Fox said furiously as the spotlight shone on Falco. He forgot to capitalize Fox in Falco's little speech there. That's kind of... Ah! What the fuck? Where How? What happened? I dropped it and it just sort of... my device just sort of fucking vanished off the face of the earth. Bloody hell. Alright, anyway. Okay, as the spotlight shone on Falco. "Let me teach you how this is done," Falco said, and he chose attack. Normal attack, Reflector FP3, Firebird FP4, Falco Illusion FP6. "This one is the best," Falco said, choosing Falco Illusion, and he stood in front of Beldam's group. Hold on a second, so Fox's attack is called Firefox, but Falco's attack is called Firebird, so it's not named after it's not named after them, it's named after the species that they are. So Fox is aware that he is a fox, and he just happens to be called Fox. "Hello. Your new name, with which I christen you, is Cat. Hello, Cat. How are you doing, Cat? Your special attack is Fire Cat." That sure was a worthwhile little tangential comedy segment that I just provided you there. Some guy in my comments the other day was complaining about was complaining about my lack of focus on the story. He's pointed out that the kind of person that was that would want to hear this story, probably isn't all that interested in my predictions about the Cannes Film Festival, which I got wrong, by the way, quite spectacularly. But what I will say is that I did predict that the jury would go for The Beguiled and The Killing of a Sacred Deer, and I was right about those. I wasn't right about what they won, but the Beguiled won Sofia Coppola Best Director, which is great, and Killing of a Sacred Deer tied for Best Screenplay with Lynn Ramsey. So yeah, I wasn't a million miles away. I just wasn't right either. Anyway, we'll have to see if my Oscar predictions fare any better, like, next year. Alright, by the way, 2 days from now is when the 1 year thing is. I might try and do something special for that, like an anniversary special or something, because a couple of the episodes go on for about 6 years, so I might try and do one of those. Anyway, yeah, so, this one is the best, Falco said, choosing Falco Illusion, and he stood in front of Beldam's group. Press the right buttons quickly as they appear. A pale orange bar appears with the A, B, X, A, Y, A buttons, and Falco focused his mind in pressing them without falling, which is what I just did. I presume he means failing, but whatever. He succeeds in doing it, and he quickly slashed both Marilyn and Beldam 7 times, crossing the stage, doing 1 of damage in each attack. See now, this is how it's this apostrophe S. This is how it's done. How is done? What the fuck? Okay. See now, this is how is done, Falco said, making a thumbs up, and the pinkish word stylish appears to his right, and the spectators went wild. Are they cheering me? Correct. Well, after you execute an attack, you can do something like backflips to impress the public, and they will cheer you in the battle, Chris said. Sweet! I like this style, Falco said as he returned doing backflips, but the crowd stopped their cheers. Why aren't they cheering me now? Probably because it's too late to do more impressions, Ness said. What? Come on, people! I'm doing this for all of you! However, the spectators were all holding rocks above their heads, and Falco's eyes shrunk. I should have mentioned that the spectators were all ex-naughts before. They can't harm me with those rocks, can they? Falco asked in shock. Well, actually, all the ex-naughts threw their 40 rocks at Falco, received 40 of damage, and falls defeated. They can hurt you if you don't attack one of them to stop their attacks. Probably should have mentioned that earlier. The crowd are incredibly hostile. Ellipsis. Falco was apparently dead. Well, AuraChannelerChris's relationship with death as a concept seems to be quite unorthodox, so I'm going to take that as he's actually right as rain. Okay, what was Beldam's voice again? I can't even remember. Is our turn, you losers? Whatever. Is our turn, you losers? Beldam snickered. Marilyn started to shake and opened her arms, shooting down thunders from above. Stop! Chris yelled, and the thunders stopped various inches above their bodies. Press the A button to decrease the attack, he said, and his group thought in pressing the A button, covering their heads and receiving less damage of 1. That hurts, Ness complained. Is there any way to not receive damage? Beldam disappeared in her shadow, and she appeared in front of Fox. What now? Fox asked. Fox, press the B button at the exact moment her attack lands on you, Chris yelled, and just about the attack of Beldam lands, Fox pulled Beldam and punched her, dealing a counter of 1 of damage to Beldam, and she returned to her position, cursing under her breath. That is how you don't receive damage, but it's harder than defending with the A button. You need to press the B button at the exact time the attacks hits you to counter it. Got it, Fox said with a nod. Our turn. Chris said, but he looked at Falco. We need to change allies now. Now it's time to explain the tactics command. He hit the tactics command, and another list appears. Oh, go on. Do some more explaining. I love that. I love it when you just explain the mechanics ad nauseam. Then again, I'd also complain if you didn't explain anything. I'd be like, what's going on? But you could probably abridge it in some way.